Prophet Muhammad came last night. The story name will be Prophet Muhammad, and he brought few followers. So this was at 2 o'clock night, and when I finish my prayer and I want to lay down, in this moment my door was knocked. I opened, then Prophet Muhammad was standing. So I took him in an arm, and I was very happy to see him. Prophet Muhammad has some I recognize. One, Prophet Muhammad, after this, I asked them to come inside. I took Abu Bakr in the arm. Abu Bakr is a very early stages follow in this mission. And it is a very great, actually. Prophet Muhammad was saying that like Abu Bakr was my first follower, and in his life he devoted, before I even claim as a prophet, Prophet Muhammad was revealing that many spiritual experience I was sharing with Abu Bakr. Even this time period when Prophet Muhammad was married to Khadija, and he went very often Ghar Hira. To that time, Prophet Muhammad said, I was following Millat Ibrahim, path of Ibrahim. So I had a very old friendship with Abu Bakr. And Prophet Muhammad was saying to me that Abu Bakr has so much devoted his life, even before I claim as a prophet. He was a very devout person and very loyal person, and even before Prophet Muhammad claimed as a prophet, Prophet Muhammad was sharing many things with Abu Bakr, his experiences during this 15 years. And Abu Bakr is long time ago, before he was one of the first followers. However, Prophet Muhammad said that his loyalty, his love for me, and he, even before the mission and after the mission, in every situation he comforted my heart, actually. And he has by no means had such action before the mission and after the mission where he disappointed me or he hurt my feeling. So in this time period when Prophet Muhammad never claims as a prophet, This was during 15 years. Many things he was sharing with Abu Bakr, and even Abu Bakr say, even that time I was believing Prophet Muhammad, and I came to this conclusion that God gonna take a great work from Muhammad. And their friendship was also very deep, and but somehow Abu Bakr was very much deep in solidarity, loyalty, and respect, and he was serving Prophet Muhammad long time before this Prophet Muhammad claims. So this was a very great. I saw Abu Bakr several times, but I took him in Naam, and Abu Bakr was very filled with emotion, and very emotional man, Abu Bakr. And was taking him in Naam and sharing the tears. And Prophet Muhammad said that, Helmut, your first follower is also like a Abu Bakr. And this way too, the Helmut has devoted his life since his own life, and he was the one of the first follower, a very early ages. And but there was somebody more who was very early follow me, was Kathy, who was very early stages she devoted, and there are a few great names which was very loyal. They devoted their life, and they went all the way in every dark night and dark time period with me. So Abu Bakr was overwhelming and very emotional, kissed my eyes, my forehead. And then Prophet Muhammad said, I brought this a few more, my follower, Ayaz bin Mas, and he is very early, when I was very much very lonely, I did not have not even several followers, I don't have. And I was researching, and this Ayaz bin Mas, he came from Medina to Makkah. And then Muhammad was telling about him. And he said, Ayaz bin Mas wanted to, by all means he wanted to meet you. And I found he was a very emotional person. He took me down. Then Prophet Muhammad said, there's the Zahid bin Mas here, you know, and Usaid bin Hussein, and Abu Mama. They are the people. They wanted to meet you, and that's why I brought them to here. So, and then finally Muhammad says, there is one very special person, and then he came inside and he took me in the arm and he was so happy to meet me. And Prophet Muhammad said this, Musab bin Umair actually. Who is the Musab bin Umair? He was the one who laid the foundation in Medina. And because of this, the Sa'd bin Mas and Usaid bin Huzair, Abu Mama, these people, they follow. So we can say that Musab bin Umair has more people with him who went with him. But right now Musab bin Umair was, and he was very emotional. Later Musab bin Umair said to me, we was 12 people when I went paneering Medina, and all the situation, confrontation came. So there was a great people in the earlier Musab bin Umair and Ayaz bin Nas, who was very one of the early. So the Sa'd bin Mas took me in the arm and Usaid bin Huzair. And Prophet Muhammad said they wanted by all means to see you. They know you, but I brought them to the personal way because Abu Bakr very early followed you, but these people, one of pledge with you in the one family word, in the name of God, that they will hold this promise, and they will work very hard in the spiritual world to mobilize all people in different dimension, and so the will of God shall turn, and kingdom of God should establish. So I one by one I hold them hand, and then I felt is good. After holding one by one, I hold Prophet Muhammad hand, and then Abu Bakr, then Musab bin Umair, Ayaz bin Mas, and Sa'd bin Mas, Usaid bin Huzair, Abu Mama, and I pray for that God should make them strong and they can go through with the will of God with whole heart and help the kingdom of God, one family world. I was very emotional and I shed a lot of tears because this is the kindness of Prophet Muhammad and his greatness, that because of him, he bringing many people in from spiritual world, and also every week or every other week, 2, 3, 1 Muslim coming and pledge for one family world, and they will help us to build the kingdom of God. So It's the amazing work of Prophet Muhammad that every week, if it's Dubai or it's America or it's England or it is Asia or Arabia, he always put in so much effort. I said to Prophet Muhammad, tears was falling in my eyes. I don't know how to say you thank you. And Prophet Muhammad said, you don't need to say thank you to your family. We are your family. And after God, you are my beloved one. So now whatever I do, I want to make God happy and I help God Messiah and God heart. And I'm very proud that you was born in Islam and you are my family actually. Then we sit down and Abu Bakr was telling many things. That very early, before Prophet Muhammad came to became a prophet, whenever Prophet Muhammad had some spiritual experience, he was coming to me. And when I saw Prophet Muhammad was coming, and even though I was very busy in my shop, I left everything because I wanted to give Prophet Muhammad all attention. And I let some other people work on shop. And I want to listen to Prophet Muhammad with whole heart. So all this spiritual experience with Prophet Muhammad was sharing that before prophethood, that his observation and his mention where he was going, it made me overwhelming this feeling that he is a future prophet or he is a prophet. It's only a question of time actually. So long time ago, before anybody else devoted him, I served him. And so was the Khadija, who have given a lot of great service to Islam actually, with her wealth and money. And then I asked, Maz was telling me that very early when I came for something else with few people that this Makkah, this leader should, we want to make a deal. And we wanted this Quraysh would unite with us. But there we met Prophet Muhammad. And then he was saying, Prophet Muhammad said, I have something great, greater than what you came for, purpose. And I was very moved. First time even with Prophet Muhammad, his personality, his way of talk, his whole person was. And so I was very emotional and I said, yes, I want to know. But we got a disunity and one of, among of us, one person, he got very angry with me. When Prophet Muhammad was there. reading Quran, telling who is he. And in this moment, I was very young among of this team which came in Makkah. But one of men, Ayaz bin Mas, we should not even mention his name, he hit the pot on my face actually. And he said, we didn't came for this purpose. Then after Prophet Muhammad stood up and he left, but whatever Prophet Muhammad was reading Quran and telling, in my heart, with whole heart I believe it actually. And I could not do so much about it for Islam, most difficult time, because I die, but by no means because I was very sick, so I died. Musab bin Umair was holding my hand, and I saw in his eyes so much love for me. And Musab bin Umair said, I was the one who brought this, that I should go Medina and lay the foundation. And we were about 12 people actually. And Abu Mama, he gave us guest service. And first Zahid bin Hussein, and then Zahid bin Mas followed. But he said first day was Zahid bin Mas was so much aggressive. Zahid bin Hussein was not so. He said many bad words to us, but I told Zahid bin Hussein, if you give us opportunity or chance, what we have to say. If you don't like it, then we go away. But when he heard all the teaching, he, by all means, he says, I want to enter in paradise. I want to this eternal happiness. But when Zahid bin Mas came, he was very aggressive and he almost was ready to hit us. And he said everybody who was sitting around there. But finally I said to him, Zahid bin Mas, just only you are tribe leader, we go. But if you give us, the fairness is if you give us only a few minutes, then whatever you say we do. But after when I was speaking and Quran, and I read Quran for him, and same time I was watching his face, I felt that Zahid bin Mas' face was changing, and he also was a very emotional person actually, and very strong, and in many cases he was the person who don't want to compromise at all. So that's the way then he says, it touched my heart, this teaching. So, and then he asked me questions about Prophet Muhammad, and I was telling many things. So Zahid bin Mas and Zahid bin Hussein, Abu Mama, and because of their foundation, many people followed, because they were there, especially Zahid bin Mas and Zahid bin Hussein, they were there. leaders. So this was the foundation which helped very much later Prophet Muhammad to move from Mecca to Medina when Quraysh make so cruel, impossible that Muhammad can continue in Mecca. And then they all wanted to know my early days and my mission life, and they say, we know many part about your life, and you can see even as a spiritual life, everything. But it is a great honor that sitting with you, and I saw in their all eyes was so much love, so much. And only one thought went in this moment. I say to even Prophet Muhammad, I say, I wish if Jesus would get such a follower like you got it, then there may be kingdom of God was established on earth. Prophet Muhammad listened, but he did not give me any answer. He kept silence actually. And afterward, Prophet Muhammad asked me if I come many times in this to this prayer place and this forest where God come many times to see you. God liked. So we went all together this place, and I saw all of them was so happy, and so happy that they was with me and was going together with me. This forest where God revealed to me. The first red book, God revealed himself as a visible God to mankind. So when we went there, this is amazing things happen. I wanted to pray with them, but then we all saw this God crystal blue light comes as a big ball, and we all bowed down, and God was blessing us. Afterwards, this light went back to heaven. So once again, I so thankful to the Prophet Muhammad, and he was the one who hit me with full confrontation, and he was the one who by no means want that many things come out, but finally he's the first one who overwhelming love came back, because his love for God, what he had done for God in his identity of God, his loyalty, his inner love for God was the reason that he came back and even declared that he's the one who gave up his religion and joined in one family world to establish the kingdom of God, and this pledge and promise which he all prophet gave in this to God actually, indirect or direct. So afterward, from the forest they left, because they live in a different dimension, everybody. And spirit goes only according to their nature, according to their inner value, according to their light. spirit go different dimension. And after they left, I pray for them one more time. Say, God keep them strong, and they can, because their help is a great help. And special Prophet Muhammad, that in future generation in Islam, Muslims, male and female, young generation will pay a lot of attention and will join one family world. And this is the most inner wish of Prophet Muhammad, that future generation in Islam would be the first young people who help Messiah to build ideal world of God actually. And for this, Prophet Muhammad is amazing man, working so hard. And this, what I'm speaking, it will become this story in the Prophet Muhammad, greatest among the prophet, identity of God.